I notice when I upload videos, black empowerment videos to uplift my people, videos to teach my people, here come the white supremacist troll. You know, when I upload videos like this, I don't really have no intention other than teach my people. But since I know it trolls the trolls, what I usually do when I see them come on one video that's like that, I upload more. That means I'm in the right area. I mean, I need to upload more. Cause see, this is what they don't want. They don't come with facts. They can't refute anything I say. They don't disprove anything. They come with some other off-topic deflection. They'll change the subject. They'll call names. They'll do a lot of cussing. That's just low-level intelligence.
You're afraid to bleed. I said you're afraid to bleed. Long as the white man sent you to Korea, you bled. He sent you to Germany, you bled. He sent you to the South Pacific to fight the Japanese, you bled. You bleed for white people. But when it comes time to seeing your own churches being bombed and little black girls murdered, you haven't got no blood.
Shalom, family. Let me see, can I get some volume in here?
Shalom, shalom, Hebrew, shalom.
Do a little news and stuff. Whatever y'all got, feel free. I didn't do it on the other channel because sometimes it ain't no space to record. But nevertheless, we here. The reason why I done this, I see a lot of stuff that I don't see too many people reporting on, and some news and stuff. And pretty much, if you grew up black, I mean, your input. You got plenty of input. You don't even need to know what's going on. I mean, you don't even need to know, the videos or whatever. You know how the system is, but some of us is unaware. Y'all got anything you add for
No, I don't. Hebrew, I just want to say what's up to the family and to the assembly worldwide. I just want to bid everybody a shalom as we prepare for this beautiful Shabbat. All praise.
I'll pray.
Yeah, bro, Warrior, I got something, brother. I don't know if you got it implemented into your lesson or not, but I got a little bit of information.
Well, hey, shoot it to me. What if you can send it to my phone or whatever. Shoot it to me. I get it out there.
Okay. I'll try to send you the video. I'm gonna jump out right quick and I'll come back in. I'm gonna send them to you.
Okay, okay. All right. Well, we finna get started then. It's a slow start.
Right, I'll be right back in here.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right.
Now, this right here, I was watching some black media and stuff. I think it was Sister Deborah, y'all. And I saw this. The Army done dropped radioactive cadmium on black folks, predominantly black folks in St. Louis. Just take a listen. This is an old video, but y'all keep this in mind when they telling us, they coming out with these needles talking about this for us. But y'all listen. This is to show you what they will do.
We didn't think it could possibly be true, but after receiving the story is so unbelievable, we didn't think it could possibly be true. But after receiving thousands of records and declassified reports from the Army, it's confirmed that during the Cold War, the United States military conducted secret tests on unsuspecting people in the city of St. Louis. A local sociologist will make her findings public tomorrow, but she spoke first to the I-Team's Lisa Zigman.
Lisa Martino Taylor's life work has been to uncover details of the Army's ultra-secret military experiments carried out in St. Louis and other cities during the 1950s and 60s.
This study was secretive for a reason. They didn't have volunteers stepping up and saying, yeah, I'll breathe zinc cadmium sulfide with radioactive particles.
These Army archive pictures show how the tests were done in Corpus Christi, Texas in the 1960s. In Texas, planes were used to drop the chemical, but in St. Louis, the Army placed chemical sprayers on buildings and station wagons. City officials were kept in the dark about the tests. The Cold War cover story was that the Army was testing smoke screens to protect cities from a Russian attack. The truth, according to Martino Taylor, was much more sinister.
It's pretty shocking. The level of duplicity and secrecy. Clearly, they went to great lengths to deceive people.
By making hundreds of Freedom of Information Act requests, she uncovered once classified documents that confirmed the spraying of zinc cadmium sulfide. The greatest concentration of this compound was sprayed near the Pruitt-Igoe housing complex just south of downtown St. Louis. It was home to 10,000 low-income people, and an estimated 70% were under the age of 12. Martino Taylor claims they all unknowingly inhaled this compound morning, noon, and night so the government could measure its effects on their lungs.
So this was in violation of all medical ethics, all international codes, and the military's own policy at that time.
In 1994, then Congressman Richard Gephardt asked the Army to open its records and explain the St. Louis testing.
We want to make very sure that nothing went on that would harm anyone and that all the facts are out on the table.
Documents released in the 90s show the Army placed sprayers on this former Knights of Columbus building on Lindell and in Forest Park. The Army always insisted the chemical compound was safe. Martino Taylor believes documents prove otherwise.
There's a lot of evidence that indicates that people in St. Louis, in the city, particularly in minority communities, were subjected to military tests that was connected to a larger radiological weapons development and testing project.
For the first time, she links the St. Louis testing to a company called U.S. Radium, a company notorious for lawsuits involving radioactive contamination of its workers.
United States Radium had this reputation where they had been found legally liable decades prior for producing a radioactive powdered paint that killed many young women who painted fluorescent watch dials.
While the Army admits it added a fluorescent substance to the zinc cadmium compound, details of whether it was radioactive remain secret. Documents uncovered to date indicate the Army never conducted follow-up studies to see whether the compound caused long-term health issues. In 1972, after years of crime, poverty, and decline, the government destroyed the Pruitt-Igoe housing complex. Lisa Zigman, News Channel 5, I-Team.
Now, the company...
Y'all see how they just nominate us for their little science projects. We giving y'all, they ain't giving you no reason to trust it. None. Okay.
Hey, bro, that kind of got me wondering about these chemtrails that they spraying every morning, Hebrew.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm telling them what's in it.
Yeah. Hey, bro, Stephen, you got your window down?
No,
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, you ought to look up the ingredients into that. I hadn't done it in a while. But yeah. Notice the sun gives us strength. And it burns them. Just keep that in mind. Revelation, they're talking about go ahead.
I watched a video on that last night, bro, and it was talking about Bill Gates. Man, Bill Gates has been financing those chemtrails ever since the 70s, bro. Did y'all know that? Yeah, he been financing that ever since the 70s, man. Bill Gates.
I think he the front man, but yeah, that man got more money. What do you know what to do with?
Yeah, you're probably right. He probably just a financier.
Well, that's pitiful. Buddy. Hey, I'm gonna play another video. I'm gonna try to figure out how to let me see if the video gonna pop up. I just got it. I had to share it to myself. Oh, now they popping up now. Hold on. Yeah, I think the one thing I like about this this phone, I can send it straight to my whatchamacallit.
Some of those, a couple of those are just pictures that I took because I couldn't find the video again, but I took them last night, and it shows all of the nations that have nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
And how many nuclear weapons each one has. And if you notice on there, all of them are European nations.
Yeah.
Except for the China.
Yeah. And they had some in South Africa, but when they did away with apartheid, you already know what happened. you already know what happened. When they did away with apartheid, yeah. He said, we taking our missiles too, niggers.
Oh yeah, that's what Julius Malema still fight. He's still over there fighting right now.
See, we ain't no violent people. You leave us alone, everything will be all right. You know.
Julius Malema, he's siding with Russia.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that because Russia was with them during apartheid.
Right.
Yeah, I saw that video. I'm like, okay, well, I'm like, I ain't in it. But let me show that video you just sent me.
Okay.
I'm gonna show the first one with Putin in it.
Okay.
I got some more stuff for y'all. Y'all need to see. We're gonna try to do this. If y'all I'm gonna start going to them emails, send some stuff, and we're gonna try to do like a news. We're gonna try it, see how it works. Y'all keep in mind, we working men and we got families, but we're going to try it now. We need to know what's going on because we perish for a lack of knowledge.
Sure, right.
Так, естественно, продолжаться не может, тем более, что в случае дальнейших поставок и их оплаты в традиционный...
Not the whole thing.
Подписан указ, который устанавливает правила торговли российским природным газом с так называемыми недружественными
Can
государствами.
you read the screen?
Мы предлагаем
Yeah.
контрагентам
y'all.
таких стран понятную и
Read the screen
прозрачную.
and tell the people what he's saying.
Okay. All right.
Just kind of summarize what he's saying, you know.
Okay.
Естественно,
Ain't
продолжаться
got no
не
problem with
может,
it.
тем более, что в случае дальнейших
It
поставок
says unfriendly countries will be forced to use rubles. That's the Russian currency. So y'all
Right.
might want to keep in mind the dollar going down. The dollar going down. It looked like they
It's
some
going
of it
down.
on purpose, huh?
It's going down, brother.
It's going down. And if you know your Bible, it got to go down. Okay, be forced to use rubles to buy Russian gas, announces President Putin. How? I'm a type of brother, and I think, and I've sensed similar spirit with you, Brother Stephen. Either we cool or we ain't.
Right,
What?
right.
What? How is the United States going to train Ukrainian citizens, get them weapons, get them money, and not call that warfare, and not call they ain't in the war? Come on, folks. They already in the war. If you aiding and abetting, you already in it. But
Hey, won't they lock us up for aiding and abetting over here
yes,
in this
sir.
country?
Yes, sir.
That's a
Shalom,
crime,
lady.
man.
Yes, sir. They got all kind of charges for us. If I rob a bank, you don't know it, and I go to your house with just $20 of stolen cash, they're gonna try to get you with accessory.
After the
Because
fact.
you don't know what I did. Let's get into it.
газа и их оплаты в традиционный. Сегодня мною подписан указ, который устанавливает.
Today I signed a decree that establishes the rules for trading Russian natural gas.
Устанавливает правила торговли российским природным газом с так называемыми
with the so-called unfriendly states. That's the so-called nations. That's messing with them. We offer counterparties from such.
недружественными государствами. Мы предлагаем контрагентам из таких стран понятную и
We are careful counterparties from such countries, a clear and transparent scheme in order to purchase Russian natural gas. Brother Stephen.
Yes, sir.
I think the doggone Afrikaans is in the cryptocurrency with Russia.
They are.
Okay.
Bro.
Now think about this. How can I don't know. I like Julius Malema, but how is he siding with Russia and the European side with Russia on the money side? What's going on? I just saw this.
Hey, and another thing, bro. They still, even though the U.S. is doing all of this stuff to help Ukraine in the middle of this war, they still willing to sell fuel to the U.S., Britain, and all of these other European countries that's involving themselves in that war. He's still willing to sell oil to them, but only if they do the trade in Russian money, currency. So what's up with that?
I don't know, man. We missing something. All I know, brother, we got to stick to the word, stick to the Most High, and stick with the righteous.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Now, Brother Stephen, if I start doing something, hey, you better get away from me.
Hey.
If you start doing, hey, I like you, man, but hey, till I see better, till you start looking like the word, the Most High's will. Hey, brother, I'm gonna have to get a little distance, man. We're gonna have to get this mindset. We don't want to be like Achan, getting the Israelites killed when they went into Jericho. When they went into to fight Ai, a little old bitty town whooped them because Achan stole Babylonian garments out of Jericho. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And they stoned him. When he from the tribe of Judah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But let me get on. Hey, Lady Butterfly, hold on and we'll try to get back with you. Remind us in the chat. In case we forget, huh? Somebody want to
Warrior, I got a script for you.
Okay. Do I need to share the screen?
Psalm chapter 27 and 3. You ain't got to. I mean, if you want to, you can.
Go ahead. You tell them where it's at.
Psalms 27 and verse 3.
Okay, 27:3. Tell them what. Okay. Go ahead.
Though a host encamp against me, my heart will not fear. Though war arise against me, in spite of this, I shall be confident.
That's right.
So basically, what that scripture is saying is, although all this stuff is going on around us, as long as we keeping God's law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability, we can be confident that we're going to be safe in this hour.
Right. And then our confidence going to embolden the other saints.
Yes,
the other
sir.
set apart people. All right. Let's get on into it. Conjures a clear and transparent scheme in order to purchase Russian natural gas.
Прозрачную схему. Чтобы приобрести российский природный газ, они должны открыть рублевые счета в российских.
They must open ruble accounts in Russian banks. Now tell me who playing chess and who ain't.
Hey, don't that sound familiar to you though, bro? Because didn't the U.S. just freeze all of those oligarchs' accounts in the U.S.?
Yeah, start seizing their property.
Seizing their yachts and all that. Okay, if they opened up accounts in Russia and they deposited money into that account and Russian government got control of it, if they choose to do so, they can freeze those accounts, right?
Right.
And they ain't got to give them no gas or no oil.
Right.
Because he already threatening nuclear warfare. So if I take your money and keep it and don't give you the product, what you gonna do about it?
Nothing. They if they give them the Negro treatment.
I'm just saying, all of them playing the same game, Hebrew.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's interesting. If they playing a game, the Most High gonna turn them. Because I know the Bible. It's gonna be another civil war up in here. Watch.
Hey, they all gonna get
any kind of game. It don't matter. They gonna get serious if they playing any kind of game. But go ahead.
Hey,
okay.
I was just gonna say they all gonna get that RSVP to Jehoshaphat.
Yeah, down in the valley.
Yes, sir.
Every time I see China going into Africa, every time I see Russia going into Africa, India going into Africa, the United States going into Africa, the Europeans going into Africa. That Bible verse keep playing. I will draw all the nations down to the valley of Jehoshaphat. That's what I hear. People say they plundering Africa. Yeah, they plundering right now. He said he gonna draw them all down. All the nations is already close right there. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. and just like you said a while ago, Hebrew. Now, if me and you got a relationship, right?
Yeah.
And we supposed to be on the up and up with each other.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why is it that I'm trying to suffer for an advantage to get up over the top of you, and you trying to get over me? Then this country over here trying to get over, but we all supposed to be on the same team.
And because they ain't as close as the world think they are.
Exactly. Now all of these countries in the UN, they all supposed to be one, but everybody jockeying for a position to sustain their own nation, to sustain their own country. Now, if they got to cut one another's throat up under the table to get that done, they don't care if you're a part of the UN or not.
Right.
They gonna do what it takes to sustain their country. Everybody except for the United States. Because the United States ain't giving a damn about us.
They sure ain't. And I don't care nothing about the United States.
You better say it.
I don't care nothing about it. Cool.
Mike said y'all better suck it up.
Suck it up.
Yeah, we finna have a food shortage. Yeah, the gas price is high.
Yeah.
Just shut up and take it.
The Bible said it was coming, so what? It's time to put up. It's time to guard your grill. It's time boots on the ground. It's time to get real. The Bible said it was coming.
But you can be confident if you living right.
Right on. Let me see. All right, they must open Rupal accounts in Russian banks. See, either way you slice this, the dollar going down, people buying crypto, that should tell us something.
Именно с этих счетов будет вестись оплата газа, поставленного начиная с завтрашнего дня, с 1 апреля текущего года. Если же такие платежи не будут производиться, будем считать это неисполнением обязательств.
Okay, he said if you don't pay, it will be, I forgot to start reading. I was reading, but wasn't reading aloud. They should be able to see that on their screens. Okay, it said if these payments are not made, we will consider it failure of the buyer. In other words, you ain't get no gas.
Считать это неисполнением обязательств со стороны покупателя.
Failure of the buyer to fulfill its obligation with all ensuing consequences. Shalom.
Со всеми вытекающими последствиями. Нам никто ничего бесплатно не продает.
He sound like us. Nobody sells us anything for free.
Exactly. Ain't nobody giving us nothing, so what we gonna give you something for?
Yeah, I understand that logic. No, I'm not caping for Putin and none of them. The Bible said the nations gonna come to us. The Bible said the nations gonna come to us, not we go and get allegiances with another slave master. That's what the Bible said. But I just understand what he's talking about.
But you know what, bro, Warriors?
What's up?
What you doing right now? What we doing right now is Numbers. In Numbers chapter 10. If you look at Numbers chapter 10 and verse 9, what we doing right now in this hour is what's required of us, brother. With you bringing this information out to the people of Israel, you being obedient, and it's gonna be counted to you as righteousness.
And we,
right.
And y'all in the chat, we need y'all to send us stories to the email. Me and my wife gonna get on it. We gonna let me see if I got an email up here. Let me see. We gonna get on it. You can even send it to the Melchizedek. What is it, Melchizedek? I don't want to mess it up. Y'all see it at the bottom right there. See it at the bottom. Y'all's will at protonmail.com. Y'all got some stories. I don't too much want no gossip. I don't. But if you think it's needed, then send it anyway. But see, while we talking about a doggone slap, and I'm not putting nobody down, there's a lot can be learned from that. And that was a good video, and I enjoyed watching the sisters yesterday. Somebody got to look the other way. What I'm getting at, y'all understand? Somebody, wait, when everybody is pushing one story, somebody be like, wait a minute, what is they hide? Let's go to some of this international news over here and see what they got, what they talking about. Somebody got to watch. Mashiach said, he said, what I say to one, I say to all. Watch. We can't, all us brothers can't catch everything. So we need y'all to look. And if y'all got platforms, y'all can do the video yourself, or you can hit the email addresses. When y'all see us do a video, look at the ticker down at the bottom. Look, the email addresses, send links. Okay? All right. Now, go. You got anything else, brother?
Yeah, I was going to bring out that Numbers 10 and 9.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
It says, when you go to war in your land against the adversaries who attack you, then you shall sound an alarm with the trumpets, that you may be remembered before the Lord your God and be saved from your enemies.
Mm-hmm. All right. Sound the trumpet. That's right. See, when you sound the trumpet, they get the people on alert. They start putting what's going on. Something ain't right. They start watching by default. When the alarm is sounded, everybody start watching because they looking what's going on. They're trying to analyze and act and anticipate what's coming because an alarm has been sounded. No need to panic. If you want to panic about going in the lake with the snake because you ain't doing what the Most High say.
Sound
if you want to panic. Yeah.
Spell not.
Yeah. Yeah, cry loud and spare not. Yeah, there's a judgment coming for not warning the people in Ezekiel. So Christ said all of us, he told all of us to watch. You know what Bible verse that at? Shalom, Monica. You know what that Bible verse at?
Which one of that you said?
What Christ said, when I say to one, I say to all, watch. Ezekiel told Ezekiel in the book of Ezekiel, it's in chapter 3 and it's in chapter 33. If the watcher don't tell the people that the sword is coming, that danger is coming, the Most High, the blood gonna be on the watcher's hands. So y'all keep this in mind when y'all ask the Most High to give you some boldness to talk to these people about the impending judgment. He'll give it to you. I used to be timid about speaking to folks. I'm slow by speaking to folks now, man. Shoot, I have a little 2-minute Bible class at work in a minute, and they don't run. You hear me? They don't run. But nevertheless, think about that, y'all. We were watchers.
Mark 13:37, brother warriors. What you want?
Mark 13:37. You want to read that?
I don't got my sword with me, Hebrew. I just found the script you was looking for.
Okay, I'll read it. Mark 13:37. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Mark 13:37. Y'all forgive me, but 13. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
All praise it, brother.
Yes, sir. Because I sure didn't know what it said. All right, now. Verse 35. I'm going to start at 35. It said, watch therefore, for you do not know when the master of the house is coming. In the evening, at midnight, or the crowing of the rooster, or in the morning. 36, lest coming suddenly, he find you sleeping. But look here. And what I say to you, I say to all, watch. He said, watch. He told everybody to watch. It's at the bottom, Sister Ticker. I'm Sister Kathy. Y'all's will at protonmail.com. You can hit either one of them other videos we've been doing too. I'm gonna do, yeah. Yeah, shalom. But he said, "I'll watch." You watching for Mashiach, but he told everybody to watch. Okay, he is the word, right? But nevertheless, y'all got anything? But Stephen?
Nah, go ahead, bro.
All right, let me try to get through this. He said nobody sells us anything for free, and we are not going to do charity either. See, that's what's wrong with black folk. But nevertheless, I'm gonna do some charity for my brethren and sisterin that live in the word. I do charity all day.
Pray for Ukraine.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get. Hey man, hey, I got some stuff on that too. Yeah.
Hey, you know what, bro, warrior, man? Being out here on this road, man.
Yeah.
Every truck stop that you go in, when you make a purchase,
yeah,
you have to hit no on that keypad because they asking you to round up your money to donate it to Ukraine.
What if I want to donate to Haiti? What if I want to donate to Somalia? What if I want to donate to Ethiopia? What about the slave
U.S.
coast?
over there bombing them right now, dropping bombs on them every day. Ain't nobody talking about that.
That's what's making me bold right there, because I know I'm in a fight. I'm like, what it is. So, all right, let me. I'm like, it is what it is. I don't go in there meddling, but hey, don't come over here with that foolishness now.
It makes me mad. It make me mad when that question pop up on that screen, on that thing. I ain't got no money to give Ukraine. Hell, I got a whole family to take care of.
Yeah.
Giving you my money. And you already taking everything I got.
Giving it to them. You tell them, you already gave to them when Biden gave you taxpayer dollars. You didn't have no say so in it. You done already gave.
I'm giving to them when I pay these high gas prices.
Doggone right. Doggone thieves.
И мы тоже не собираемся заниматься благотворительностью. То есть действующие...
It means that existing contracts will be stopped. I'd like to emphasize again. In other words, they're already using one set currency. But Putin, since it's his oil, is coming out of his country, and they wanna slap him in the face. He said, we changing the currency. Y'all dealing in our money. If not, we cutting your oil off. Comprende?
Контракты будут остановлены. Вновь подчеркну, в ситуации, когда финансовая система западных стран
In a situation where the financial system of Western countries is used, as code word for Europeans, in a situation where the financial system of the Western countries is used,
используются как оружие, когда
is used as a weapon. They should have wrote that a little bit better. In a system where the Western financial system is used.
He talking about the U.S. currency.
Yeah, as a weapon, when companies from these countries refuse to fulfill contracts.
Как оружие, когда компании из этих государств отказываются исполнять контракты с российскими банками.
I can mute this. Hold on. I'm getting better now. Let me mute that since it's in Russian anyway and just read. With Russian banks, enterprise. Let me go back. Okay, hold on. Let me go back a little further. See, can I keep up? In a situation where, as a weapon, when companies from these countries refuse to fulfill contracts with Russian banks, enterprises, individuals, when assets in dollars and euros are frozen, it makes no sense to these currencies of these to use these currencies of these countries. They're gonna freeze their assets. Boom, he ain't playing with their dusty tail. Let me read it again, make sure I do it slow. Let me go back. Make sure I didn't miss nothing. All right. When assets in dollars and euros are frozen, it makes no sense. So he gonna freeze their assets, just like what you talking about, brother Stephen. So you already ahead of it. You there?
Yeah,
you fell off?
cause see what he doing is he's saying,
all right, y'all.
Okay.
Let me get to the next video. Hold on.
Can you hear me, bro?
All right, let me close this out.
Warrior.
Uh-oh. Okay. Hello? Yeah, let's get to this. Let's get to this here.
Can you hear me now, brother?
This story come out first, see if it's old. Nevertheless, if it is, it's still relevant.
I wonder what happened to my mic. Can y'all hear me?
2022. History teacher.
I hear you fine, Hebrew.
Okay.
But this is why we need to try. We need to try to educate our own children. Notice they are careful what goes into their children's mind. They don't want their children to learn how wicked they were and still are, and how the wickedness that they're teaching their children. They don't want that brought out. You are of your father, the devil. Well, let me move on. Let me let this video play. Look, history teacher. Look like he need a history lesson. Oh, yeah, got it.
Incident at one of Chicago Public Schools' standout high schools.
He definitely should have thought about it, because that could be really sensitive, especially it being an African-American doll. And even like something like that, like
Today, the school day ended with a special listening session after an apparent racial incident at one of Chicago Public Schools' standout high schools.
He definitely should have thought about it, because that could be really sensitive, especially it being an African-American doll. And even like something like that, like suicidal, like it can trigger suicidal thoughts.
This student of color preferred to speak anonymously.
I never thought it would get to like this point where it's such like a public display of racism and like an altercation. It just really surprised me.
These reactions after a Whitney Young high school teacher hung a black doll by the neck in a classroom. The image widely shared on social media and circulated by students. According to a letter from the school's principal to parents, a teacher hung a small stuffed African-American football doll by a pulled-on string from a projector screen in their classroom. The teacher indicated he found the doll in his room and wanted the students to see if someone would claim it.
You hear that?
That's awful, man. That's awful.
Oh,
Now, why would you have somebody like that over somebody else's children, man?
I don't know. Did I talk you off? Did I cut you off when you was talking?
You couldn't hear me. I didn't know I was talking, but
I couldn't even
Cortez
hear
could hear
you.
me.
There
Cortez
might be
could
some
hear me.
stuff going on, man.
It might be.
Hey, this is why we need to know history. COINTELPRO, the FBI tried to get Fred Hampton killed by using the what them guys in Chicago, the Keystone. The FBI sending letters back and forth trying to get black folks to wage war on each other. They're fade. What I'm saying, we said, what am I saying? They might do little stuff like this. I couldn't hear you and you couldn't hear me. It could be computer. I'm just saying we got to be bigger than that, and I'm pretty sure we are.
Oh
But
man, yeah, we good.
yeah,
Bro.
I'm saying this for the people in the chat.
Right.
Yeah, they might get unsubscribed or something. I hear people talking about people getting unsubscribed. I'd have been unsubscribed before, and I didn't even do it. But yeah, the image. Yeah, that's why I put this on the screen. The anti-lynching bill that ain't gonna do nothing. The anti-lynching bill ain't gonna do nothing. Y'all know why the anti-lynching bill ain't gonna do nothing? How you gonna pass a matter of fact? Let me show.
Brother, have you heard about that other bill that they trying to pass, Hebrew?
Probably not. What's up?
That bill that the government, the police can kill you even if you not resisting, and it still be lawful.
Yeah.
Let me give you the bill. Hold on 1 second. I got it wrote down, brother.
It's in the Constitution. They never changed it.
It's Bill 5919. Hebrew.
Yeah, somebody brought that to our attention. We need to try to dig into that. We need to study that out. Study it out and dissect that.
That was Sister Emal told us about that.
Yeah, I remember after you got to talking. But yeah, how you gonna have I'm gonna tell you why the anti-lynching bill of Emmett Till, why it don't mean nothing. Carolyn Bryant's still free.
Huh?
She's still free in North Carolina. Last time I checked, that woman's still free. You had a witness. They were doing some kind of biography or something about her. Said she confessed. Said she admitted or something that she lied. And then there was another witness. It's been a couple years ago that worked at that store with Carolyn Bryant. Poked all kind of holes in her story. This woman and the feds done closed the case. Ain't no statute of limitation on murder. So how did the feds close the case? Ain't no statute of limitation on murder. If I kill somebody and they find out 100 years from now that I done it, I can still go to prison. They admit that he was murdered. They done put a bill, anti-lynching bill, and yet Carolyn Bryant still prancing around out here like it ain't no tomorrow.
And even that George Floyd bill they just passed, Hebrew. Man, that bill don't mean nothing.
Word salad and nothing burgers. You're getting full off of nothing. Getting full off of nothing. Let me see here. Let me get that comment
And then
down.
that bill that they were trying to pass for the sister, can't remember her name, the one that they bust up in her house and her boyfriend shot at the police. What was her name? Breonna Taylor. They were trying to pass a bill to stop that no-knock warrant. They watered that bill down. Don't mean nothing.
Yeah. Now, we're going to have to get like the Maccabee brothers. It is what it is. Hey, shoot. Hey, I'm just saying, I'm not saying go and start nothing, but you already know when they come, they ain't coming to greet you. They're not coming to help you. They're not coming to assist you. You're going to have to use the discretion. Yeah, you're going to have to use the discretion and your connection to the Most High through his scripts to know when to do what. But
every man got the right to defend their life.
Right.
You got the right to defend your life.
Right. Right.
When another teacher confronted that teacher about the hanging doll, the two got into a fight. Whitney Young's principal going on to say in the letter to parents, "We plan to follow the disciplinary protocol established by Chicago Public Schools." Sources tell ABC7 the teacher who hung the doll is white and teaches history.
I believe that he should be removed from the school. He should, his teaching degree should be taken away.
A parent of a biracial student at the school says she wants aggressive action taken against a teacher who hung the black doll.
He knows what lynching is. He knew what hanging that doll up would have done and what it would have represented. But did he give any thought to how it would affect the students?
Chicago Teachers Union commented on the situation, saying practices that mitigate the harm of racial biases must be ongoing and consistent in our schools.
All right. That man is a history teacher, but he hung the black football doll. That's another stereotype. Black men can only be doggone athletes. We can only be entertainers and so forth. We can't own the football team, but you can own the football team. You can't own the movie production or the music production, but you can be in it. See, that's how they get over us. They control what the rapper rap about and the actors act about. All right. Yeah, I did his name. This is his name right here, y'all. Here you go, right here. That's his name right there.
But bro, Warrior, okay, if he a history teacher,
yes, sir,
and he feel that way, you know he not gonna teach your children right.
No. His job is to psychologically damage our children.
That's exactly
the white teacher's job. Go ahead.
That's exactly what it is. No, I'm just agreeing with you, bro.
The white teacher's job is to teach our people to work under them. That's their job. Because in integration, when during the King era integration, what happened to all the black teachers? What happened to all the black businesses? See, when it was whites only, black folks had our own stuff. White people had their own stuff. Black folks had their own teachers. White folks had their own teachers. Black folks had our own businesses. White people had their own businesses. Now, where all that's at? Who benefited from integration? They got the doggone education. They got the money. Come on now.
They got it all.
They got it all. And they finna vomit it back up. Because we know the book. Boy, there you go. Y'all, you know. But anyway, there you go. This ain't no fake story. I don't know what the etymology of that name. Yeah. Well, you see what level I'm thinking of, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Let me see here. Oh, yeah, I did that video. Let me get out of that. That was the first video I did. They dropping that radioactive stuff. Okay, then I did like a side effect of that stuff. That radiation stuff. It ain't good, y'all. But look at the title. You see anything wrong with that title? What about you, Cortez? You see anything wrong with that title?
I can't read what it say, brother.
Non-white refugees fleeing Ukraine war held in detention centers in Poland, Estonia, Austria.
Huh.
Non-white. See, even when they tell the news, they don't tell the news. That's why we're gonna try to do BREWz flash.
Right.
If y'all got a better name, y'all come up with it. Y'all can, hey, I don't care what the name is. Y'all got a better name. I just said BREWz flash. We BREWz flash instead of news flash. Something
that's a perfect name. That's a perfect name.
Perfect to me.
You got that brain on the thumbnail, so y'all do some thinking. We gonna give y'all this electrically charged information in this wartime to get y'all a jump start, so y'all can shock these devils and let them know we ain't going. All right, here we go, y'all. And hey, make sure your action line up with the word. If not, the Most High, you might suffer. You go suffer.
This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. Russia's invasion of Ukraine has prompted an exodus of nearly 4 million people and an outpouring of support from many of the refugees. But a new report finds some of the non-white people who fled Ukraine are being held in detention.
Non-white people. Boy, what's wrong with saying black? What's wrong with saying Hebrew? In this case, I'll even settle for African. You know why? Because ain't no Hispanics over there. You don't see no Asian folks, no Chinese looking people. Who y'all see over there?
Africans.
And for those of you who don't know, Israel sits on the African plates. Non-white folks. Come on. Nevertheless, we'll take the news for what it is. We're gonna debrief y'all on what y'all looking at and how they wording this. That's that word salad y'all talking about. It's full of fillers. But the fillers ain't nourishment. It's like cardboard and wood.
Detention centers in Poland and Estonia.
Detention center. BREWZ flags. Concentration camp. You ain't free to go think about it. They controlling your movement. They controlling your life. That's a concentration camp. Look, let me wind up. Let me see. Let me go back. Oh, this thing, I might have went too far. Hold on, y'all. I think it starts right here. Yeah, this thing 40-something minutes. I'm not going that far. I'm gonna play a little bit of it.
How some African students who crossed the border to escape the war and were detained in a million people and an outpouring of support from many of the refugees. But a new report finds some of the non-white people who fled Ukraine are being held in detention centers in Poland and Estonia. An investigation by Lighthouse Reports with The Independent, Der Spiegel, Radio France, and others documented how some African students who crossed the border to escape the war and were detained in a long-term holding facility outside Warsaw. One of the students described his ordeal to an activist. The sound is bad, so listen very carefully.
My mental health, I'm just scared. We escaped Ukraine. It's very, very horrible experience, and it's the most biggest risk of my life. But now we are under detention. At the beginning, I thought I was kidnapped.
The detained student says, my mental health, I'm just scared. We escaped Ukraine. It was very, very horrible experience. It was the worst week of my life. Now we're under detention. At the beginning, I thought I was kidnapped, he said. This is the brother of another student who says he was detained when he fled from Ukraine to Poland.
He stayed at the border for close to 3 days. And the last day that he left the border, he had issues with the Ukrainian police that were forcing them to go back into Ukraine to fight. But I think as a student, he couldn't stay back.
Where is them Ukrainians at the border? What them at? What is they giving them? The hell, man? What is this? Is y'all picking this up?
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing.
They got a black face don't mean nothing, man. They'll get it first.
Right, and then they using our own kind of ministry to us.
They'll get it first. Man, what is that? That ain't no vitamins, folks.
Can't be good, I tell you that.
Man, that's why we gotta do some news, man. Our folks don't know what in the world going on. They trust these people. Boy.
I thought I was kidnapped.
The detained student says, my mental health, I'm just scared. We escaped Ukraine. It was very, very horrible experience. It was the worst week of my life. Now we're under detention. At the beginning, I thought I was kidnapped, he said. This is the brother of...
You hear that? He was kidnapped. He didn't want to be there. What you see the level of knowledge that he has. And he probably one of them college educated brothers. But he don't know the streets. He thought he was Negro, you is kidnapped. You stuck.
Right.
You ain't broke no law. And they look like they're giving them medical treatment or whatever that is.
And you being held against your will, that's kidnapping.
Of another student who says he was detained when he fled from Ukraine to Poland.
He stayed at the border for close to 3 days. And the last day that he left the border, he had issues with the Ukrainian police that were forcing them to go back into Ukraine to fight. But I think as a student, he couldn't stay back because he's not a Ukrainian and he doesn't know anything about the country. So he decided, after the confrontation, the harassment from the Ukrainian police, he ran and ran and ran. They took away his bag with his laptop, with everything. But he succeeded to get into Poland. So when he got into Poland, he immediately reported himself to the police. I was pretty sure that after signing this paper, he will be given some freedom, but limited freedom within Poland. But when he finished signing the paper, the next information we got was that they were taking them into a camp.
Polish border police confirms.
Why they didn't take them into a camp before they signed the papers? Now, why they didn't tell them where they were going? See that? You signed a paper. You done signed a waiver. Now they can flash it before the UN. There ain't no war crimes being committed. They got it on paper. Even though they can't read it, they can't understand Polish. But y'all see what's going on. I'm going to get to your other video in a second. Let me get this other one. Hold on. You still there, bro, Stephen? Bro, Stephen. Okay, let's get to this one. Let's get to these black looking people. Y'all remember, this is Maxine Water, represented in California. Let me see here. California is building all kind of sanctuary cities. They putting up illegals and giving them place to stay. They giving them money. But meanwhile, you got the black folks, homeless, out on the streets. This is the black representation. These folks, if the bombs start dropping, if the rebels, if the rednecks start going door to door killing, these folks gonna have to be set out somewhere by themselves. They trust white folks so much, let them go out there with them. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Y'all understand what warfare is? Because if let's just give you a scenario, the white people kick in my door, and I got a coon up in here, a sellout. They gonna milk all the information about where everybody at from that raccoon. And she probably volunteer and give it up. And before that go down, we'll holler. We'll holler. You don't know what we got up in here. You don't know nothing. You don't know the layout of nothing. See what I'm saying? You don't know the mindset. You don't know how many in the house. We're going to have to start identifying these folks. If they find themselves shut out, it's because they put themselves out. Look at this. Look at this woman. Chosen one, indeed. You from LA? I know Elnika's in California. Okay, let me get this cracking.
Wilshire. Did they move another location where they're taking apps? Is there any more locations than this one? It might have been just so many people out here.
1 minute. I want everybody to go home. And I want we don't get.
This woman just told the homeless people to go home.
That is crazy.
That show you how out of touch with reality.
What in the world? Did she really just say that, man?
That woman sitting on money. That woman sitting on money. She about to choke on it because the Most High goes, the Most High judgment start with Israel first.
And she said, go home.
She said, go home. All the black folks, y'all know what Skid Row is. Brother Phil gave a good analysis about 40%, mostly black folks on the streets. Meanwhile, they setting up these illegals. If you want to shut down, I'm gonna tell you how you shut down the illegals from coming over here. If they can't get no jobs, they can't get no money. And if they can't get no housing, they're going to go right back. You ain't got to put up no wall. They're going to go right back where they come from. You going to get over here and then what? Go to jail? You ain't got nowhere to stay because ain't nobody rent to you because you illegal. You can't go to work because you illegal.
Hey, they get more help than we do, and we were born over here.
They using them as a buffer class. We at the bottom. We the totem pole. We the foundation. They built this country off of our backs.
Yes, sir.
And we still at the bottom. They're using them as buffer class. White people up here, Negroes at the bottom. We put all these other. We put the Latinos in between. We put the Asians right there. Then we put the Irish, the Italians, every immigrants till you get to the white folks. Before we can get up here, we got to go through all that. Or we could just stand up and everybody gonna fall off our back. Let me play it back for y'all.
Is there any more locations than this one? There might have been just so many people out here.
1 minute. I want everybody to go home. And I want... We don't got no home. That's why we here. Miss Wallace, which home we gonna go to? Just a moment.
There might have been some people out here that they went somewhere else.
Nothing is going to happen anymore today.
So what about all these names?
What we gonna
telephone numbers
give me. Miss Maxine, you need to work with me. That's why I'm here. And so I will be downtown with Lasso. I will get the housing authority. That's why they came out here today. I made them come out. And
Right. And you need to know why they're failing, because Blanca Jimenez repeated, we gave her several meeting requests for you concerning this in Lhasa for years.
Y'all see them Spanish names? They going to probably an immigrant. I don't know because I ain't did the research on the name. I don't want to lie on them. To get housing assistance. See how that works. You can call in the Dish Network. You can call into the Direct TV. You can call into the internet, and you're gonna probably get an immigrant on the phone. Buffer classes. They ain't reproducing, their numbers are dropping. They labeling these people white and putting them above us. That's what's happening. You got a few token Negroes that done solely sold, don't care nothing for their people. A lot of your Congressional Black Caucus, a lot of them are black immigrants. I did a lot of them. I ain't saying all of them. How do we get people come from all the way from another country, get up in the government before the people is already here? It's a door open for that. It's a system in play for that. All right. Anybody got anything? Okay.
Years. And not a situation.
There's nobody in Washington who works for their people in
I believe you.
She working so hard for her people that they out on the streets. She is blessed that they didn't see. I told her we were really a peaceful people. That they didn't just strip her down. She is blessed.
I believe you. So can we finish though? Work with me. Work with me so we can house people. That's what I do.
What you do every day? I'm still on the damn street. She's sitting here. She doesn't have it out in Washington, D.C. What do we do? We
Hold on. Look like we're getting some technical difficulties. I was wondering what's going on, Brother Stephen. Hold on. See what's going on. Hey, can you go out and come back in, Brother Stephen? Because I can't hear you at all. Can you go out and come back in? If he can hear me. He probably can't hear me either. Hold on, y'all. We got some technical difficulties.
I can hear you pretty good. I can hear you good. He might have to go in, go out and come back in though.
Yeah, I didn't want to just kick him off. It might look,
'Cause I couldn't hear him just then either.
he might be in a bad area and he got connected. He could, he driving around.
Right, right.
Yeah. Thank you, Sharon, baby. Waiting on him to come back in. Okay. You got anything you want to add in? There you go. Man, let me see your sound check, brother. Sound check. Let me see.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
Loud and clear.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what was
Yeah,
happening, man. My wife was sending me text messages saying,
No,
my
my real called in. My wife
Oh,
called
okay.
in on.
Okay. Oh, that was an old text. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Okay. Let me see here. Let me show that other video that you sent. Hold on. Let me see here. Let me finish this one, then I'm gonna get to yours. All right.
All right, go ahead.
What's happening? I'm not trying to Solomon Wilson. Did they move another location where they're taking apps? Is there any more locations than this one? It might have been just so many people out here.
1 minute. I want everybody to go home. And I want. We don't got no home. That's why we here. It's not any talk. Miss Waters, keep on. We gonna go too. Just a moment. Just a moment.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Again, we come back with a new.
Okay, y'all get the point. I don't know who he is. I just wanted to catch the rest of that. Hold on. Let me see here. Let me play this one. I guess I got to. Oh, that's just a picture, ain't it, Brother Stephen?
Yeah, some of those are just pictures of the countries with the nuclear weapons and how many they got.
Hold on. I think I sent it to my photos. Hold on.
It was 4 of them, I think.
Yeah.
2 of them the same one, I think, though.
Y'all see, that's how I make my thumbnail. I ain't get the picture. That's how I make my thumbnail. Nah. I sure didn't get them. Now, if I had something on here, I ain't had no. Let me see here. Let me see.
There you go, right there at the bottom, right there, Hebrew. Right
there. That's one picture.
Yeah, show that one. I think they got them.
I can't blow it up.
Oh, it won't let you blow it up?
I can. Hold on. No, I can't make it no bigger than that.
Well, can you read it?
Oh, CNN got one. I can't. It said USA 5550.
So they got 5,550 nuclear weapons.
How many Russia got?
Russia got the most in the world. Russia got 6,000 and something.
Okay. He go to CNN video.
Yeah, show that. What they talking about it at.
Today, a rare speech by the head of British intelligence. It included this startling accusation that Russian troops are committing treason on the battlefield.
We've seen Russian soldiers, short of weapons and morale, refusing to carry out orders, sabotaging their own equipment, and even accidentally shooting down their own aircraft.
Hey, stop that right there, bro.
Brussels now, and CNN's Nick Robertson. Nick,
that's what you see. That's what. Listen, family. This is what you call propaganda. This is propaganda, bro.
I'm laughing because I know it.
Now, in your mind, now just think of this. These people already know how Vladimir Putin is. These soldiers do, and they know that if they do what they saying that they doing, they gonna get put to death. They can't go home. They can't go back to their families. They can never go back to Russia ever again. You gonna sit up here and try to make me believe that these people sabotaging their own tanks? They shooting down their own planes.
No.
Man, come on, man. Stop it.
That don't even make sense. That's a suicide mission.
Stop. That's propaganda, man.
Because if they come over here and they find out they Russian, the white folks over here gonna be at them for a little bit.
So why would you do that to your own equipment? But you know what the U.S. the news trying to make us believe? That Ukraine winning the war. That's what they trying to make us believe.
Yeah, I'm laughing because I'm looking at all the stuff they begging for, but they winning. Why? Okay, if y'all doing this, why ain't y'all taking over, confiscating the Russian equipment and using it against them?
My point exactly.
I pull a Mr. Smalls on their tail during the Confederacy. He hijacked a Confederate ship. This is a slave, black man, hijacked a Confederate ship. Yeah. I pull one of that on their dusty tail. Get it right up in the middle of them and boom. But nevertheless, yeah. Go ahead, brother.
You can go ahead and play the video.
Okay.
A remarkable revelation there from the head of British intelligence.
Yeah, Putin's army not as strong as he thought, in part, as we heard from US officials yesterday, and Fleming went on to talk about it as well, that the military commanders, defense officials around Putin are afraid to tell him the truth. He doesn't know how incapable, inept, ill-supplied, ill-equipped, ill-motivated his forces are. The evidence now he sees. They didn't take Kyiv in that rapid land grab that they originally intended. They're getting bogged down. They're re-equipping and refocusing their forces. Putin today, pertinent to that, announced a recruitment drive for about 160,000 conscripts. That's about the number that Russia recruits twice a year. This is about the time of year it would do it. Of course, Putin legally not allowed to put conscripts into Ukraine, but in fact, he has been, and many of their families have complained about it. Putin also going on the offensive against the European Union today, saying that as of tomorrow, all gas and oil supplies to what he calls unfriendly nations, European Union nations, will have to be paid for in rubles. Now, the Germans, the French, and others here are saying, no way.
You hear that? That plays into that first video you said, bro. You said, bro, Steph.
Right.
They're going to have to convert to this money. Now, who's pimping and who's winning?
They saying no way, but I guarantee you, they gonna bend to his will.
Yeah, you know why I believe you? Cause they still sucking off his oil. They still buying his oil.
Because why? Because our president, our demon in chief, the pipeline that they were building from Germany to supply oil to these European countries, including the U.S. This stupid idiot, his first act in office was to do what? He shut the pipeline down. But was that strategic as well? Was that a part of the whole grand scheme?
Well, I don't know. But the Most High, the Bible said the Most High gonna what he said, he gonna do something to the wise men of Edom. So who all these old think tanks they think they got? I don't know what script that is, but the Most High going to the wise men of Edom.
And they are
Most High got them, huh?
They are Edom.
Yeah.
All of them.
He got them. I wish I knew where that verse was at.
European Union nations will have to be paid for in rubles. Now, the Germans, the French, and others here are saying, no way. The contracts were in euros, we'll pay in euros. Putin seems to be indicating that if they don't pay in rubles, then they will get cut off from energy supplies. The German economy minister today saying that there will be a...
Obadiah 1:8. I will not in that day, says Yahuwah, even destroy the wise men from Edom and understanding from the mountains of Esau. Then your mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that everyone from the mountains of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. So he gonna destroy the wise men of Esau. Obadiah chapter 1. Let me go up here to let me read some of this. Let me see. Let me read Obadiah. It ain't but Ain't but I'm gonna read 1 through 9. Let me read Obadiah 1 through 9.
Bring it out.
The vision of Obadiah. The Yah is short for the Most High name. That's for those of you who don't know. Obadiah, Yah, Isaiah, Yah, Jeremiah, Yah, Kumba, Yah, Hallelujah. And remember that commandment. Don't take his name in vain. Think it's a game. All right. The vision of Obadiah. Thus says Yahuwah, Elohim concerning Edom. We have heard a report from Yah, and a messenger have been sent among the nations, saying, arise and let us rise up against her for battle. It's time to rise up against Edom. All right, verse 2. Behold, I will make you small among the nations. Ain't they having trouble reproducing?
Oh,
Aren't they the minority of the earth? Okay. I will make you small against the nations. Obadiah 1:1. Let me put this up here. Let me play this and I'm going to put it back up there. All right.
Go ahead, Hebrew.
Okay.
A knock-on economic effect, and certainly that's a concern in Europe at the moment. I think on top of that as well, we've heard from Putin, at least from state media agencies in Russia in the last few minutes, saying Putin and the Kremlin will put sanctions on top EU officials. This is the day Putin fights back against Europe.
Let me bring in to share her reporting and her insights, Susan Glasser of the New Yorker. The control room will let me know when that sound is ready. Susan, but you did hear from Putin this morning saying that the West is trying to punish him. And I can read what he said. These are sanctions to punish us for our right to be free, independent, for our right to be Russia, for not wanting to dance to their tune and sacrifice our national interest and traditional values. That is Vladimir Putin being quite transparent. His national interest and values includes stomping into a neighbor's territory, stealing it, killing its people, and devastating its culture, its buildings, its infrastructure.
Yeah, I think that's right. I mean, look, he has an inverse.
Man, pause it, bro, Warrior. Pause it.
Yes, sir.
Did you just hear what that heathen said?
No, not really.
He said their definition of upholding their own country, upholding their own values is stomping into another person's country.
Yeah, I heard that.
Taking over their stuff, murdering them all, and something else he said. Who do that sound like?
That sound like them folks. That sound like them folks. Sound just like them. Stomping all over the earth.
Hey, how you gonna condemn another country for doing the same thing that you doing all around the world every day?
Right. I rewind it back.
Culture, its buildings, its infrastructure.
Let me tell you back.
Yeah, I think that's right. I mean, look, he has an inverse.
And I can read what he said. These are sanctions to punish us for our right to be free, independent, for our right to be Russia, for not wanting to dance to their tune and sacrifice our national interest and traditional values. That is Vladimir Putin being quite transparent. His national interest and values includes stomping into a neighbor's territory, stealing it, killing its people, and devastating its culture, its buildings, its infrastructure.
That's exactly what they been doing to us since since before 70 AD.
Hey, he just gave their whole MO, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. Hypocrisy is real. That's right, Rain Love. The hypocrisy is real.
How dare you? How dare you?
Hey, that's funny to me, man.
Boy, these folks, they ain't all there, man.
Oh,
yeah, that's why I'm not gonna play with them. The delusion is real.
Ain't it though?
Hey, but you know what though, Hebrew, and it's really not funny, but let me say this. The sad thing about that is the American citizens that hear him say that, right?
Yeah.
Even the Hebrews over here. And they'll side with what he's saying and feel like Russia is wrong for defending their borders.
Yeah.
The only thing that man said was, you not fixing to join the UN so they can come in here and put nuclear bombs right here on my doorstep.
Yeah.
You're not going to do that.
Yeah.
So because he protecting his country and his nation, now he's become a villain now.
You reap what you sow, and you've been sowing for centuries. Hey, y'all remember them videos about the Navy complaining about the Russian fighter jets was buzzing their ships?
Uh-huh.
I looked at the map. I told my wife, I looked at the map. I said, something, it's more to this. I looked at it. They right there on their doorstep in the Black Sea.
Yeah.
I said, y'all need to get y'all tail away from there. I said, I look at it like this. If I was in Russia and the United States had a ship in the Black Sea right
with
next
nuclear,
to me.
with nuclear bombs on it.
Yeah.
You know they got nukes on now.
Yeah, that's a threat. That's how I look at it. I don't look at it, I'm a boy over here and I'm not looking at the other side. The Bible said judge with righteous judgment.
Right.
I look at it like if I was a Russian and the United States was doggone got warships over there in the water over there, close proximity. Yeah, that's a threat.
But you know what, bro, Warrior, the reason why I sent you those pictures about those nukes is because I wanted to make this point right here. The book of Revelation is coming alive right before our eyes, Hebrew.
Mm-hmm.
Because the amount of nuclear weapons that each one of those nations possess, bro, man, that's enough nukes to destroy the earth time and time and time again. They got enough nukes among those, I think it's 6 nations. They got enough nukes among those 6 nations to destroy the entire earth over and over again. So why would you want to possess that type of destructive weapon unless you want to bring about the end of civilization?
Yeah.
They devils.
That's what I was thinking. He come to steal, kill, and destroy. He was a murderer from the beginning. John 8:44.
With a lie in their right hand.
Yeah.
Not only that.
Yeah, not only that. Man, it's real. And you know, man, I'm just at ease.
I am too, bro.
Hey,
I am too.
Yeah, I'm at ease. I'm not worried about it. I'm not thinking about none of this stuff. They don't pertain to me. My people and the Most High will pertains to me. That's what I'm concerned about. I'm not concerned about what the United States got going on.
The Most High said He gonna provide for His people in that hour. So, you know, at the same time, you know, bro, we got to keep in mind, just like the video we've been pumping out, warning our people, you know, to put some food back and put your necessities back. You know, we can do that to a certain extent, but at the end of the day, we still gonna need the Most High to sustain us.
Right.
You know? But you know, don't be a fool either now and sit back and not prepare.
Right.
For the famine.
You're gonna force yourself out.
Right.
Let me hit this play.
Yeah, I think that's right. I mean, look, he has an inverse reality here, Field, in which the war is a war somehow to denazify a country run by a Jewish president, where there are, it should be said, no Nazis.
That's a conflict of interest. That's an oxymoron. A Nazi country with a Jewish president. Man.
Oh, man. I didn't even catch that. I'm glad you caught that, Hebrew. I didn't even catch that.
Man, what's really going on?
Hey, bro, Warrior, let me read Matthew chapter 24, verse 6 through 7. Let me read this.
Go ahead.
It says, you will hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Mm-hmm.
But see to it that you are not alarmed. Such things must happen.
Right.
But the end is still to come.
Yeah.
Nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places. So that go back to what you just stated a while ago. You say you at ease.
Yeah, I'm at ease.
That's why you at ease, Hebrew.
So ain't losing no sleep.
Right.
I might
what's
lose
gonna
some
happen?
over my people, my nation.
What's gonna happen is gonna happen, bro.
Yeah. But I ain't losing on right now. Shoot. Sure ain't.
But it's still help to know what's going on, you know.
Yeah. I'm not saying be ignorant. We're not watching if we don't know what's going on. We're not keeping a good watch.
Right.
I'm talking about I'm not messed up if this flag, if I look out and the rocket's busting in the air, it's burning the flag. I'm not gonna shed no tear. I'm not shedding no tear. Only time I'm gonna shed a tear when it got something to do with the Most High's will and our folks.
That's it.
I'm gonna Obadiah chapter 1. I'm gonna start back. All right. Obadiah chapter 1. Let me go and read this. And them other brothers. Okay, we still got a while. What time they video? 7 o'clock.
I think so, bro.
Okay. The vision of Obadiah. Thus says Adonai Yahuwah concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor. This is the Sefer. We have heard a rumor from Yahuwah, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made you small among the heathen. You are greatly despised. The pride of your heart has deceived you. Think about that. What we just pointed out about they talk about Putin going to somebody else's country, taking over. They do the same thing.
Yeah, that's their pride.
Yeah, that's their pride. Doesn't deceive them. Okay, the pride has deceived you. Oh, so I lost my place. All right, and you that dwell in the clefts of the rock.
Esau.
Yeah. Whose habitation is high. That says in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Verse 4. Though thou exalt yourself as the eagle, and though you set your nest among the stars. I'm thinking space station or whatever you want to call it.
Oh yeah.
They nest in the stars, among the stars. This will I bring you down, says Yahuwah. That's another thing. How ain't the NASA astronauts on the Russian space station?
Yeah, sir. They got one of them over there. You know, they got one American astronaut over there, hostage over there.
Man, something is, I don't know what it is. I'm trying to figure out if they playing both sides, playing control opposition. But nevertheless, they gonna turn on each other.
Bro, well, y'all, they left him in space up there. They won't let him come down.
Oh man.
He's stuck up there.
I didn't know that. You should have brought that out.
Yeah, he's stuck up there. Now I know he was still stuck up there earlier this week. Now, if they done brought him down or not, I don't know. But the last I heard, he was still suspended in space. They won't bring him down.
The clock is ticking when you're up there because your feet's supposed to be on the ground. After so long, you got to come down or you're gonna die.
Oh yeah. But I'll look into that, Hebrew. We might
if you bring it back up. Let me see. Somebody wanted to come on later. They had a question. You still in here? But we'll go back to that in the end. All right.
Let me see if I can find it. Go ahead.
All right. If thieves came to you, if robbers by night, how are you cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? You the thieves steal till they get enough. If the grape gatherers came to you, would they not have left some grapes? People usually get what they need. All right, but not these folks. They got to have it all. Verse 6. How the things of Esau searched out, and how are his hidden things sought up? 7. Let me get this big. Let me get this. Verse 7. Let me get this bigger print. Bigger. Okay. Verse 7. Verse 7. All right. I got 3 more verses.
Hey, what's your email? What's your email, brother?
Warrior, type y'all's will at protonmail.com.
Okay.
Warriors, you probably remember this. Warriors at protonmail.com. One word.
I got you right here,
Oh,
Hebrew. I got that
you
video on the way.
okay.
I got that video on the way. Go ahead.
Okay.
My bad. I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
it's all right. All the men in your confederacy. Let me see if this say this in the Bible. Confederacy. Obadiah 1, confederacy.
They are confederate against us.
Yeah.
They have come
Yeah,
together and
it's in
said, let
both
us cut
Bibles.
them off from being a nation.
Yeah, confederacy. All the men in your confederacy shall force you to the border. The men at peace with you shall deceive you and prevail against you. Those who eat up your bread shall lay a trap for you. No one is aware of it. See how we can't tell what's going on? And you know they can't. Then they say they're going to trace them to the border. Just think about it. Some of these American people, some of these people have already been chased. They running out of there, ain't they? All right, now, didn't they run the Americans out of Russia a couple days ago? Yeah, I think they just, yeah. That's some more news. They ran some Americans out of Russia. I think they was doing news over there. They ran them up out of there. They better be glad they got to leave. These black folks stuck in detention camps. Video we just showed you earlier. All right, now. All right. Verse 8. Will I not in that day, says Yahuwah, even destroy the wise men from Edom? The Most High is going to destroy the so-called wise men that's oppressing his people. Okay, I see you still in the chat. We're going to let you come up and take your question. Let me see. Oh, you didn't want to come on? If you think Putin is behind, I don't know. I don't know.
What's the question, bro?
No. I thought she wanted to come up, and she wanted to ask a question. She think Putin is behind Bitcoin.
Oh,
now,
okay.
that sounds too complex for one person. If it was, the United States would be attacking it, wouldn't it? But
bring that Isaiah 26:20 out whenever y'all get ready to get done.
You got it about
No, I don't got it, but
okay.
I want to get one of y'all to read it for me because the reason why I want this script is just to let our people know in case they a little fear creep in. You know what I'm saying? While in the midst of all this going on, it's just something to keep them. You know, give them a little comfort to let them know that hey, this ain't our business, and we just got to do what according to Isaiah 26:20, what it say.
Yeah. Okay. Verse 9. Then your mighty men, O Timon, shall be dismayed to the end that everyone from the mountains of Esau mountains, wherever they got power at, wherever they controlling the mountains of Esau, may be cut off by slaughter. But you said Isaiah what now?
I got it for you. You want me to go ahead and read it?
Yes, sir. Go ahead,
Isaiah 26:20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain.
All praises, hallelujah. All praises.
That's something we're going to have to look into. I don't know. I'm looking at the content. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, brother Cortez.
No, I was just saying all praises. I was telling brother Stephen, appreciate that for bringing that script out.
Yeah. Let me finish. You finish this video or what, brother Stephen? Yeah, you picked up on that, sister. Yeah, you got to be mindful of sisters and some of the brothers. Sad to say, some of us been raised around women. That ain't necessarily a bad thing, but gonna need the man. The man gonna have to be strong. They got to get the muscles. Gonna have to put in some work. Nevertheless, we're gonna be all right. We still here, and these devils know something that we are unaware of because they are too fearful of us, and we ain't done nothing. All that we doing is trying to live. They trying to spray us. They trying to put us out on the street. And Nevertheless, let this play.
The Russian propaganda inside of Russia has created this alternate reality. Putin is speaking in part to his own people with these, sort of absurd fantasies of Russian encirclement and the idea that, Russia itself is basically under attack. This has always been a tactic of Vladimir Putin and other leaders in the Kremlin to distract their own people from the dictatorship and the economic hardships inside Russia by creating an enemy of the West. And he is certainly resorting to that time-honored playbook once again.
And the scary part of that, and the point John Bolton was making in that sound in the introduction, is that in a democracy, if things aren't going well, you reassess or you answer public opinion, which tells you you shouldn't be doing this. But in Vladimir Putin's world, when things are not going right, we see both in the indiscriminate bombing in Ukraine and now Putin's words lashing out, saying he may, try to punish, not cut off energy supplies to Europe and the like. You back him into a corner and you get an even worse result.
Well, look, escalation is in Putin's playbook. It's in the Russian and before that, the Soviet playbook. And I think that, again, because he has failed to achieve so far any of his stated objectives for the campaign, it's hard to see any negotiated solution right now, given that he wouldn't even have anything he could plausibly claim as a victory. And he certainly has not hesitated to use energy as a weapon with Europe in particular before. And that's why for years, American officials of many previous administrations were literally begging the Europeans to take their own energy security much more seriously. They failed to do so in a timely fashion. And so Putin does have a weapon over them at this moment in time. And so, we'll see how far he's willing to take it. There are further sanctions that the United States could impose on Russia, and many people want them to. More banks being cut off from SWIFT, more sanctions.
Who is these folks that want these sanctions? They're going to make us pay high gas prices, pay high food prices. Who is these people?
Nobody.
You got hillbillies mad about this dirty gas. I want to know who they... All right, Yahuwah's kingdom, these heathens is lying. How about more people want them too? These folks don't get out of here with that mess.
They were born telling lies.
Boy, I tell you, man. People say a lie don't care who.
Russian oil.
People say a lie don't care who tell it. You know what I say? The truth don't care who tells it either.
And gas. And so we'll see if we are in an escalatory spiral on that soon.
And of the many surprises Vladimir Putin has experienced the last 6+ weeks, it has to be the rise of President Zelensky as a global icon of freedom, a global icon of defiance. We just want to put up a calendar here. Just in the last month, in the month of March, President Zelensky has spoken to parliaments and legislatures around the world. You see all the flags there of the countries. And today, saying, that, again, issuing his warning, essentially, what you see.
Let me see what he got going on. So he instead of him, he's supposed to be leading. Instead of him in there with his fellow soldiers fighting, he doing a doggone tour. Look at that. Y'all see that? But nevertheless, that was Zelensky going around. I guess he's going around collecting money. Who knows? All these nations. I look at it like this. If somebody I love and trust, and I know they ain't with no mess and ain't starting nothing, you wouldn't have to go around and ask me nothing. Because your word and your lifestyle speaks for itself. Why has he got to go around to all these nations? They know what the situation is. They know what it is over there. What is all these meetings about? What is all these meetings really about? You know what I'm saying?
That's a good question, Hebrew. And you know something? When those heathens get behind them closed doors, ain't no telling what they talking about.
Yeah.
He probably cutting all kind of deals with them people behind the Ukrainian people back. Ain't no telling.
Yeah.
I think they all on the same team.
They are.
Yep. That's what that 13 bloodline is. All of them tied in together.
That's all right. The The train gonna be derailed.
Yes, sir. You
It's
sure
gonna
right, Hebrew.
be derailed.
Hey, gonna
I
be
shared
DOA. Gonna be DOA, ain't it, brother
Yeah.
White?
Well,
I shared those video with you, Hebrew, on your email.
okay.
The one about the astronaut. They
Okay.
said that they finally brought him down. I saw it when I was looking for it.
No, they brought him down.
Uh-huh.
They probably lying. Did you see it? Did they have a lunch? Did they have a lunch from a?
They had a picture of him on there. I don't know.
But still, seems like he be giving his story on the news.
Seems like it, don't it?
Or did they just say he brought him down to keep him looking bad?
Hey, you
Them Russians probably
propaganda.
killed. Them Russians probably killed
Propaganda.
him. Huh?
That's that propaganda we were talking about.
Shoot.
Happening in Ukraine now could come to other places in Europe. Give me your sense of A, President Zelensky's effectiveness in getting the world to come to his aid, and B, the impact that must have because Vladimir Putin has so repeatedly belittled him.
I think you're absolutely right to focus on that. I was really struck in the latest Pew Global survey and Pew survey of world leaders and how they're viewed in the United States. Vladimir Zelensky is the single most trusted leader. Vladimir Putin is at the very bottom. I think it was something like 73% of Americans thought he would trusted him to do the right thing. This is a guy who wouldn't have registered in international polls 2 months ago, literally. So that must infuriate Vladimir Putin. But has President Biden, has the West actually done what Zelensky wants? On the military stuff, on the economic sanctions, they have delivered him a lot more equipment than they were willing to do just a couple months ago. But they have not moved on this inflexible idea that he's not a member of NATO, he's not going to become one anytime soon, and they're not going to be drawn into further military escalation in that sense.
Y'all do know that Ukraine used to be a part of the Soviet Union. Y'all do know that, don't you?
They have not managed, Zelensky has not managed to move Biden.
Today, a rare.
Okay. I couldn't see them. What did you send them?
I didn't know that, boy, y'all.
Yeah. The Ukraine used to be part of the old Soviet Union. Let me see. Yeah, the U.S. kind of finessed them out of that land. If you took some of my land, you think I won't be trying to get it back?
Right.
I look at it from how, I look at it from if it was me, not how they try to tell me to look at it. Let me see here. Let me see what this is. It said was not. Okay, maybe I got it wrong. But look, they did lose some land though during the 80s. Let me do another search. It could have been part of the land. But nevertheless, I ain't gonna spend too much time on it. Break up 1991. Okay, let's see. See, they done lost some land. They done lost some land. That's what's going on. Where that Black Sea at? Right here. Y'all see that Black Sea right there? Let me see here. Y'all see that? Remember we were talking about the United States had their military right over here in the Black Sea. Y'all see that Black Sea right here? I'm trying to get it in there. But anyway, right there on Russia's doorstep. The United States got away, and then they fussing about the Russian planes buzzing the ship. Look, that's Russia right there. These folks, man. But anyway. All right, you got to think. Let me see. I went over there. Let me get that out of here. Let me see.
Brother Warriors, I ordered a book I ordered a book that got all of the maps of that part of the world, you know, with Africa and everything, and it
Yeah,
shows how everything looked during the biblical days.
yeah.
Man, that's a bad book, Hebrew.
Is it?
Man, that's a bad book, bro. Man, yeah.
It must have been high. How much it cost?
No, it wasn't that high. I think it was like maybe $20,
Oh, okay.
$21. Uh-huh.
I can't. Which email did you send it to?
To
The
your
Warrior. Oh, Warriors at Proton Mail.
yeah, that's the one I sent it to. Yeah,
Yeah,
Warriors
I
at
forgot.
Proton
I
Mail.
think. Okay, hold on. Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
also got that Blacks in Western Arts, that book Blacks in Western Arts.
Yeah.
That's a good book too. A lot of good information in that book. A lot of pictures, man, of our ancestors. That proves what it does is it proves that our ancestors ruled really that they ruled over the entire earth at one time.
Oh yeah. You get hints of that in Deuteronomy where Moses talking about where you send your king at. He gonna bring them. Most are gonna bring a nation against you. Well, you know, into them curses. Give a hint of that.
You ever heard of Saint Maurice?
I think I have. Where's that at? Mississippi King.
It talks about yeah, Mississippi King. You talking about what email?
Yeah, I got it. I got the email.
Today, Russia and Ukraine held their first.
Okay. Did you want to continue?
Yeah, you can go ahead and show it, bro. I ain't doing nothing.
Notice Maxine Water, that video we showed earlier. Black folks out on the street, misrepresented. But they bringing Ukrainians over here, giving them billions of dollars. Bringing Afghans over here, giving them billions of dollars. Asians getting billions of dollars. Like illegal immigrants from south of the border getting hotels and sanctuary cities. Y'all see what it is. Y'all know what it is. See,
if our people don't know what's going on by now, bro, Warrior, it's something wrong with them, man. I'm telling you, man, because it's right in your face, man.
Yeah, it's in your face. Just like that for lack of a better word, African. For lack of a better word, black. I use that cause so but you can tell by my dress what I believe. But anyway, he talking about he believed he was kidnapped.
Bro, you run into them Hamites out here on this highway out here in the world at these truck stops and stuff.
Yeah.
Man, they look down their nose on you, Hebrew.
That's all right. They can get work too.
Oh yeah.
They can get it. But as soon as they run into Billy Bob, they, hey brother, no, you.
Yeah.
You go ahead. We'll holler at you. Billy Bob, we just one big Negro, according to Billy Bob. We one big Negro. Why? See, you the decoy. I know what time it is. They occupied with you. I'll holler at you since you hate us. All right. Yeah. All right, here we go.
High-level peace talks, but please do not get your hopes up. Not only did Russia not agree to end the war, it wouldn't even admit that it started a war. Yeah, Russia's foreign minister, Sergei Lavrov, was asked if they planned to invade any other countries, and his answer was, quote, "We are not planning to attack other countries, and we did not attack Ukraine," end quote. Which is obviously a lie.
He sounds just like the United States. Sounds just like the United States. Over there making coups and killing black presidents and putting up puppets. They ain't starting no war. No, you just gave the guns to the rebels and let them do it for you.
Lie. Right? And it's also not reassuring for the rest of Europe. Yeah, now we are not attacking Poland. Now we're not attacking Paris. Now we're not taking over the world. What are you guys complaining about, huh? And by the way, if Lavrov is denying that Russia is attacking Ukraine, then what's he attending peace talks for, huh? What, he wants Ukraine to stop blowing up Russian missiles with their maternity wards? Get the out of here, man. So for now, the war is unfortunately continuing. And not only is the war continuing, it's even spilling over into space.
This morning, the International Space Station in political crosshairs as Russia retaliates against American sanctions. The head of the Russian Space Agency, Dmitry Rogozin, posting this video on social media threatening to abandon American astronaut Mark Vande Hei at the station. He's supposed to return home on a Russian ship in just 3 weeks. Rogozin also making an ominous threat that without Russian help to move the ISS away from space junk, the ISS would crash into America or other countries.
Wow, this is wild. Russia is so mad about sanctions that it's threatening to abandon an American astronaut in space and allow the International Space Station to crash into Earth. And I mean, this is obviously a horrible threat to make. But I will admit this, I do kind of see Russia's side. I do. I'm a for.
Ain't that's the Russian space station, right?
Uh-huh.
They wanted to let it crash, let it crash. But you know, I'm just saying. But if it crashes, it's probably gonna kill somebody.
It could hit your house, or it could hit my house, or
Yeah,
that thing gonna land wherever it want to.
yeah. That's good. That's good as a missile right there. They gotta go let that thing crash.
When it break that gravity barrier,
yeah,
it's gonna fall wherever it falls.
Yeah, they're not gonna let that thing crash. They're not gonna let it crash. That's good as a missile. You might as well be sending a missile if you let it crash. Yeah,
man, those things are humongous, man.
Yeah, that's that nest in Obadiah chapter 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle and set that nest among the stars. The Most High said he gonna bring you down.
I'm glad you said that again, because that made me. I had a thought earlier that I lost, that I wanted to bring out, bro. Don't you know, with all of these nuclear weapons that we was talking about, how each country got so many.
Yeah.
What these people think they're gonna be able to do, they think they're gonna be able to sacrifice everybody else on the earth, and they think they're gonna be able to run up it to them space stations.
Or them underground bunkers.
Yeah. Cause see, they got it set up now. They got it set up to where now you can pay a certain amount of money, and you can go up to space and look at the earth.
Who
pay a
doing
certain
that?
amount of money.
Which one of them rich white guys was doing that? Was it Elon Musk or was
Elon
it
Musk? Yeah, it's Elon Musk.
The other guy over Virgin Mobile? What's his name? I can't think his name.
I can't remember his name. And something else they doing, Hebrew. If you pay for it before you die, Elon Musk got a thing where he'll take your ashes up into space and turn your ashes loose. But you have to pay for it before you die.
Turn your ashes loose.
Yeah, in space. They think that's their way of getting to heaven.
Man, shoot, these folks are crazy. They better get in that word. They better listen to a couple sermons, some real ones, with that rocket fuel in it, not watered down, so they can blast out to the Most High. If that stuff they talking about ain't nothing.
And you know, Brother Warrior, man, we gain this type of information, you know, and knowledge. And I know if you like me, you know, a lot of this stuff that I learn and that I come in contact with, and I really think, man, I ain't gonna ever have to talk about this, or I ain't gonna never have to use it. And then a situation like this come up to where you get to share it with the people, because it'll just, you know, the Ruach will bring stuff back to you, man.
Yeah. And then you like that the rivers of living water flowing.
Yeah.
We telling you stuff so y'all can live, not so you can die. If you know your house on fire, you gonna either put the fire out or you gonna get out the house. You gonna make preparation for the fire. We telling you all this stuff so you can make preparations, not so you can go get scared. You wouldn't cower in your room and wait till the fire get to you if your house was burning. So why are you gonna cower when the Bible told us this stuff was coming instead of preparing?
Say it again, Hebrew.
Yes, sir. That's what this is for. Okay, Russell Brand. Okay. But yeah, we'll finish this.
Russia, but I see it. I mean, flying someone home from space is a huge favor to do, especially for an enemy. You know, it's like picking them up from the airport 1,000,000 times over. And also, why didn't America get this astronaut down before?
I'm starting to see him. I'm starting to see his agenda. But nevertheless, let me continue.
This war escalated. He knew he was just going to ride on a Russian thing. This is like when you quit a job and then you storm out of the office cursing at everyone. Yeah, suck my dick. And then you realize you left your phone behind. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was still charging. Yeah.
What the hell? What the hell?
Military force. Think about it, right? What they could do is have it up there defending all of space on America's behalf. What's that? Oh, it did? And I called it the military's version of University of Phoenix? Huh, that's funny, but that doesn't sound like something I would say. Yeah, no, that's not me.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, I will admit that was a funny joke he just threw out there, though. Hey, because I can visualize that you done cussed everybody out.
Yeah.
Now you got to walk back in there to go back in there to get your phone.
You might not make it out. I'll be like, hey man, can I pay you $20 to go in there and get my phone?
Oh man.
$20 might not do nothing these days.
Probably won't, Hebrew.
Thanks to Biden.
That ain't even 3 gallons. That ain't even 3 gallons of gas.
Yeah. Thanks to Biden.
All right, we're getting some video in. This is from Bashkiv, Ukraine. It's in northeast Ukraine. I don't think that far from the capital of Kyiv, and it shows a great deal of damage, bomb craters, homes are devastated, damaged buildings, and the rest from a Russian air raid. Again, not far from the capital here. We don't have any reports on casualties, but as you can see, it looks like the city, village, whatever you want to call it, has been completely destroyed as the Russians up the ante here and the military.
You know something? The Russ, if this is real, the Russians still showed mercy. They let them leave. You don't see bodies strolled everywhere. You feel me?
Oh yeah, and not only that, on the other video a while ago, they tried to make us believe the Russian soldiers were blowing up their own plane.
You know what I would do? You know, if I was in the army and I'm in one of the soldiers started destroying their own stuff, we're gonna take this joker out and put them close to the enemy camp.
And take all the clothes off and leave it. But listen though, you know, now you just showed all this devastation from the Russian military bombs, right?
Yeah.
But a couple videos a while ago, they were saying that Ukraine was winning. You can't have it both ways, man.
No. Y'all do know that every one of these media organizations get money from the federal government. What does that mean?
Bought and paid for.
There you go. That's why everybody hopped on the same bandwagon when it came down to these. Everybody hopped on the same bandwagon. Because the government, they paying them. Nobody going in the other direction. The ones that are going in the other direction, that's right, control, opposition, child of the light, the Most High.
Assaults on largely civilians. That continues a pattern. But what I'm about to tell you next is a rather severe and worrisome departure from even that pattern, targeting a U.S. astronaut on the International Space Station who was supposed to come home with 2 of his cosmonaut colleagues next month. But the Russians are now rethinking that, saying, with everything going on, just leave him up there. The other 2 cosmonauts then would be coming back on their own. No word from those cosmonauts, but major concern for my next guest, Terry BREWz, the former International Space Station commander and a former NASA astronaut himself. Terry, very good to have you. What do you make of this?
Thanks for having me back on, Neil. And you know, the man who's been making those threats, Dmitry Vergozin,
is very prone to making bombastic threats. When I was flying on the space station during the first round of their invasion back in 2014, he said that we could take a trampoline to get to the station when we sanctioned him. So I don't think he's actually directly threatening to leave our astronaut there. And if they did, he can just come back on a SpaceX. So there's no immediate danger for Mark Vande Hei.
So does the SpaceX have the ability to link up with the International Space Station? I don't know, Terry. I'm sorry for ignorance, but that the Russians say
No,
this
it
is
does. Actually, for
proprietary
years,
to them.
Almost a decade, we went without the ability to launch people from America, and
Right.
Russia was a good partner. They took us to and from the station on their Soyuz. But a couple years ago, SpaceX started their capability. So there's actually a launch in a few weeks.
I got some questions. Why, if they went up to the moon like they said they did, y'all listening?
Oh yeah.
Why did they colonize the moon if they really went there? Why did they set up some kind of base where you could put some supplies on them? I don't think they went nowhere. I don't think they went nowhere. I read the Bible. I don't think they left the earth. I don't think they left the orbit. Okay. Instead of, they claim they're going to Mars. They say it takes 5 years to get there, right? Why not put some supplies on the moon so you don't have to come all the way back to Earth? You follow me?
Yeah, because if you ever watched that so-called moon landing, bro, it looked like it really looks like they in a studio with a green screen.
Yeah.
And somebody, like it looks fake, man.
Yeah. Like it's underwater or something. Come on now, that's prime real estate. You want to dominate. Why ain't you put up no kind of military installation in the moon? Oh, after all, didn't Trump make way for the Space Force? You mean to tell me they're not putting no missiles up there? They're not putting no supplies up there? They ain't putting no food up there? They're not building nothing on it? Come on now.
That's a good question, my brother. That's a good question.
I was talking to one brother. I said, I told brother years ago. He said, how are you gonna get water up there? I said, all you gotta do is freeze it. Water float off, right? All you gotta do is freeze it, it become a solid. Water can go up there. You just gotta find a container there, boat. You know what I'm talking about? If it's like they said, you can freeze water and you can have water on the moon. You freeze it as one big block. You can chip it off and melt it and drink down. Same thing they doing up there. They drinking water up there on that space station. But anyway, sometimes I just be, but anyway, we need to get around people that think. It's just gonna help us. It's gonna open up our mind. But not no foolishness though.
That would time well with bringing Mark back. There's no plan to do that for now. The plan is to bring him back on the Soyuz, and I think this is just bluster. They posted a very creepy video showing them leaving Mark in space and the Russian segment separating from the space station.
Incredible.
I'm not sure. There's been a lot of very unprofessionalism from Dmitry Rogozin, to say the least.
About a couple years ago, I saw a video of an astronaut saying out of his own mouth, I think it slipped, the Van Allen belts is as far as they can go. And that's on the Earth. That's in the Earth orbit. The Van Allen belts. I heard him say it, an astronaut. I don't know where that video was at. I really wasn't in the videos back then. But I heard him say it. The Van Allen belts is as far as they can go. And that's in the Earth orbit.
But I know that on the ground level, the crew in space is working well together. NASA's still working well. They're trying to keep the war away from the space station as much as possible. I don't know how long that can continue.
Terry, you embodied that idea of international cooperation and, when you work with cosmonauts, I dare say those other two cosmonauts would not want to leave without him, and they wouldn't. And it might risk an international furor with the.
You finna say something?
No, I wasn't gonna say nothing, bro.
the commanders that be down on earth in Russia, but I can't see them doing that.
Not at all. Look, I was there, like I said, during Crimea. The highlight of my time in space was hanging out with my Russian friends. I'm still friends to this day. We really did try to keep the politics of Earth away from our time as a crew. We became friends. But Neil, this is another level. Like what's happening now in Ukraine is unlike anything that's ever happened. And I hope we can keep the space station partnership together. So far we have.
Yeah.
But
now the Americans sound like black folks. Why don't get your own stuff? That way you ain't got to worry about what they got going. I'm just saying. I'm not for neither one of it being up there. I think it goes against the Most High being up there. But why you got to depend on the Russians? That goes to us Negroes. Why we got to depend on other nations, other people, instead of the Most High? That's all.
Russia has really put their space program on a trajectory straight downhill. There's not a lot of good things in the future for the Russian space program if they continue this path in Ukraine.
They need more guys like you, Terry, fewer guys like this guy running the Russian part of that International Space Station. We'll see what happens, how they settle that out.
That's how you know that this news is bought. All the news is reporting one direction. Everybody got their guns aimed at Russia. Ain't nobody just balanced. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, you right, bro.
Too.
Exactly right.
Let me go back to this Emmett Till. I'm see the video ain't too long. This Emmett Till lynching, this anti-lynching. The man dead. You still, they ain't even making a federal crime. That's how you know this bill ain't nothing. I wasn't going to even show that video, but shoot. When people go out here shoot up this Emmett Till sign. Let me see, can I find that video? It was some white supremacists out there finna do something. Are you familiar with that video?
I heard something about it, but I hadn't saw it yet. But I did hear somebody talking about it.
Yeah. They ain't doing nothing. They not criminalizing this. I don't know what I typed in to find the video, but it was some, here it is right here. Here you go, right here. Ain't but 7 seconds. White supremacists flee Emmett Till sign. It was one a little longer. But I guess this will do. If I can't, here go one. 6 minutes and 3 seconds. Oh, this is Phil. This is Phil.
So we know about the memorial for Emmett Till, how it's always has been vandalized by white supremacists. A memorial to a young brother who was brutally murdered and one of the sparks of the civil rights movement at that time period. Now, we always saw that they would like to go to the memorial of Emmett Till and shoot it up. Well, they end up replacing the memorial of Emmett Till, and you're going to have the white supremacists from the League of the South show up there. But I want you to see what happens when they went ahead to the Emmett Till Memorial. Let's go ahead and roll that clip.
We are here at the Emmett Till Monument that represents the civil rights movement for blacks.
Members of the League of the South had barely assembled in front of the Emmett Till Memorial marker Saturday and were delivering their white nationalist message.
What we want to know is when are all of the white people?
When alarms sounded and the group quickly disbanded. The marker, not far from Glendora, Mississippi, is protected by a bulletproof case and a sensitive high-tech security system.
The moment anything, be it a person or a vehicle or even, if there's wildlife or anything of the sort, it comes into close proximity to the marker, the surveillance immediately captures it along with audio.
The surveillance system is designed to prevent vandalism of the new marker, dedicated on October 19th, replacing one that was riddled with bullet holes. This summer, 3 Ole Miss students were suspended for posing with guns in front of the marker.
So as you saw, the white supremacists was there trying to make their video, and they didn't know that cameras and an alarm was there. You also heard that this memorial is bulletproof. You know, something is extremely psychologically wrong with the white supremacists. Why would you go out there to an area that's not nowhere near you, not bothering anybody, but yet you want to go out there to this memorial? You have a sick obsession with black people. Very, very sick obsession. No matter where black people are at, the white supremacists will come where you at, bother you, have something to say, bother a monument, something. Like, why can't you just get a job or go find you something to do with your life? You don't have no kids to go raise. Well, actually, I would want you to have children because you would screw those children's head up, but you hate. But you don't have nothing else better to do with yourself. You're going to waste all your gas out there with the dumb flags that you have. And that Mississippi state flag, I don't see how in 2019 you guys still have a Confederate symbol on your state flag. How do you still have that? That doesn't make any kind of sense. And how is it they even allowed in the United States at all? Because that flag was representing rebellion against the United States, treason against the United States.
Right.
That flag belongs in a museum, not on a state flag. I mean, that flag and that symbol represents racism, white supremacy, completely at the state level in Mississippi. It was represented completely. So the white supremacists feel like, hey, this is our state. This is our flag. Now, I know some people could say, well, there's a lot of racism happening underneath the other flag, too. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. There's no lie there. But the fact is, with this Confederate flag, we know our ancestors was enslaved underneath that. We know that. And that flag definitely needs to go away. It do need to be some movements in this country to get rid of a few things because symbols matter. Yes, symbols matter because symbols play on the psyche of people more than what you think. My thing is with the Emmett Till Memorial and how, you know, this time these idiots were embarrassed. These idiots was caught. That was funny. That was so funny that happened to them. And that's good. That's great that they got them on camera. And I hope people find out who they are so you can post them on Twitter and possibly make them lose their job.
That's African Diaspora News Channel. Y'all go there and go over there and get you some good, go over there and get you some pretty good news. Y'all see it right there? Y'all go over there so y'all can, you know, get educated.
And feel that brother been consistent for a long time, bro.
Yeah.
He one of the ones that's been consistent. He hadn't changed up.
Yeah, right. Sure had. Praise him. I got that picture. Let's see, can I pull it up? Let me see here. Y'all see them people with tails? Let me see here. If I just go to the email,
and I got a family member that's in the medical field.
Yeah.
And they did confirm to me that those people are still sometimes born with those tails.
Yeah. That's what I'm working on. It make you wonder. What does alien DNA come from? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Where did alien DNA come from?
Oh yeah. But you know, even you know, when it talks about him, it said he was born red all over like a hairy garment. And you know, he was strange to everybody because ain't nobody never seen nothing like him.
He said,
So it ain't no telling. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. I'm thinking, you know, Satan also has a seed out here. I'm thinking also.
That serpent seed.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
thinking,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
thinking that's why we shouldn't be out here. That's why we supposed to stick to our own people. Going out here throwing your seed amongst these other nations, thinking it's cool.
You don't never know what them thing got mixed
Yeah,
in.
you don't know what you mating with. And creating enemies that's trying to destroy us. That's low level treason or high level, whichever one you want to call it. That's treason. Think about it.
I'm gonna say high level.
Yeah, I go out here and mate with somebody, the serpent seed, and create somebody that's gonna kill us. That's treason. Either way you slice it.
And you don't never know what them things gonna grow up to be.
No, might even kill me. Might even kill you.
It happened every day.
Shoot. We got to start thinking along these lines. Start calling this stuff treason. Okay. Oh, okay. Download. Okay, I had to download it. Hold on. Earth image. I'm trying to get this thing. Okay, let me see. Trying to blow it up. Show more. I still hadn't quite learned how to use this computer. Let me see here. I can't. Y'all bear with me. I think I show y'all this Bobby Rush video. Let me see. Okay, this will work. Yeah. He's talking about nasty. I don't praise him sent this to me. I can't really read it. I mean, I can see 19. Let me see. I'll just show what I got. That's what I do. Y'all can decipher for yourself. Shoot. We ain't trying to tell y'all what to think. We just trying to show y'all and ask y'all what y'all think. That's why news supposed to be. We ain't here to tell y'all what y'all think, what to think. But look, y'all can type that address in right there. Type that address in, it should take you right here to this picture.
NASA.gov.
Yeah. This right here should take you right to this picture. Okay, it says report documentation page. It's talking about NASA. Okay. I'm looking for it. It's talking about the flat. It's talking about the flat earth. I ain't never seen this. I'm about to look at this. She was saying that it was talking about the earth is flat. I don't doubt it. Because if the earth is spinning, all the water supposed to be going one direction. all the ocean's supposed to be going one direction if the earth's spinning. I was listening to song this week, and it was talking about the circuit. The sun has a circuit. The circuit is orbit. Is a pattern in the book of Psalms. I noticed that this week when I was listening to the song.
Uh-huh.
Let me see, can I find it for y'all? Circuit. Okay. These folks lie about everything. I keep putting the wrong thing in there. Okay, Psalms 19:6. Okay. All right, Psalms chapter 19. The heavens declare the glory of Yah, and the firmament shows his handiwork. Day unto day utter speech, and night unto night reveals knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Their line is gone out through the earth. It's talking about the heavens and what's it talking about? The firmament, the heavens. Okay, the day. Their line goes out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them he has set a tabernacle for the sun, which is like a bridegroom coming out of his chamber. This is describing the sun moving. and rejoices like a strong man to run his race. Its rising is from one end of heaven, and its circuit to the other end, and there is nothing hidden from its heat. So the script is describing the sun moving. Y'all look at it. Psalms chapter 19. Y'all look at it. Psalm 19. It's some more scriptures out here like that. One of these days, in the future, I intend to do something like about that, concerning that. The earth has pillars.
That's right.
The earth has pillars. That's the Bible.
And anything that has pillars cannot be round.
Sure ain't. Sure ain't. But y'all got anything? Oh, you will show this last video and then get out of here?
Yeah, go ahead, Hebrew, because I know the mother brew probably getting ready to get crunk.
Well, we'll just end it. Bobby Rush ain't talking about nothing, no way. He ain't nothing but an old coon. We ain't talking about nothing. We'll just end it.
Okay, bro.
All right. Y'all take care. We love y'all family. Shalom. And y'all, the email, hit the email. Subscribe to the channels. But Stephanie, you gonna subscribe to the channels. And send us some, y'all get some info, some news, just send it. All right, we're gonna try to make this thing regular. All right, y'all take care and shalom, family.